message from one of you. It's a video by someone, I can't remember his name, where he was talking about my visit to Sokoto to see Nnamdi Kanu and berating me and saying all sorts of things. In the first place, that is the beauty of democracy. So people should hold their opinion and we respect people's opinion. And that you hold a different opinion doesn't mean you are right. One of the things he talked about was about my ambition after being governor. And I said it before, I think sometime in October, when we were receiving the representative of the president. And I want to say it again, that by the time I'm done with governorship, I will retire. So I don't have presidential ambition nor vice presidential ambition. I don't. I also don't have senatorial ambition. So when I finish with governorship, I came for a mission. When I clear mission, I'll give way to younger people. So it was talking of Igbo presidency. I don't even understand what that means. I think if his thesis is based on that assumption, the assumption has collapsed because he won't see me on the ballot. So but my children can come, your children can come. So it's also important that we know when to quit. When you have done what you have been asked to do, you clear, give way for other people. We've seen people here, after being governor, you went to the local government chair. That's not what we are. We are not about for those kind of things. The second point is about Nnamdi. And going to see him is the right thing to do because he comes from my state. I come from this local government. Yes, and there are always ways to solve a problem. I don't believe that the way to solve a problem is to ignore it. And I had written extensively, even about Nnamdi Kanu and Operation Python, I think in 2017 or 2018, and I condemned it. And I still condemn it. And some of the recordings that the gentleman put in his video, I cannot vouch for the veracity of that recording, where he said Nnamdi Kanu called for mutiny, or I don't know. But then, I do know that two wrongs do not make a right. I also do know that when an issue has been approached from the legal point of view, there is also another window called the administrative point of view. And that's where I'm coming from. I'm not even competent to disagree with the judiciary. I'm not a lawyer. And if the judiciary says the man has been condemned to life imprisonment, that is the judiciary. Even that is not the end, because that's the court of first instance. There is still an opportunity to appeal, and then an opportunity to even go to the Supreme Court. Okay? But what we are trying to do is to intervene. That does not mean, I'm not a supporter of the disintegration of Nigeria. The first time I met Nnamdi Kanu in 2018, I told him that the Biafra is fighting for a different from Ojukwu's Biafra. Those of you who are old enough will remember Okokonde. Okokonde was not from the southeast, he was from the present Akwa. Joan Jose was from the present Elder State, I believe. And all those states today will not be part of Biafra even if you achieve Biafra. So you just have 5 southeastern states. And all of us here are itinerant people. Most of my personal investments are outside Africa. And I know it's the same for a lot of people. So if you are telling us that we need a visa to go to Lagos, I will say, tell you no. But those are different issues. And I believe that we can always sit down, discuss, negotiate. We must not all agree. But if you come with superior agreement, somebody who didn't agree with you may begin to agree with you. I always tell the view that it's better to sit down across the table and discuss rather than go to war. And I've never seen any war that didn't end on the negotiation table. So my question is, why do you need to go to war if you know you end at the negotiation table? When Russia hit Zelensky's Ukraine, I'm sure they would have thought that this war would have been over in maybe 1 month. But we don't have any years. People are dying every day, living in fear. Go and mark it somewhere. At the end of the day, that war will end on the negotiation table. So I'm an apostle of the negotiation table rather than the war that will still end at the negotiation table. So my position is that it would be insensitive of me to sit here and say one of our own who has been convicted should die when we have an opportunity to discuss, negotiate, and sue for peace. So that is my position. So the gentleman that shared the video, he said, you also say that you don't believe that it's good that I hear what people are saying. And I heard. But I think he was coming from the wrong premise. And we will continue to do whatever is possible to ensure that we have peace in the state. If you go to some other parts of the country, you can't come out like this, by this kind of time. And it's not right. And I also do know, just like I told the people I'm negotiating, that a lot of people take advantage of this situation to now visit violence on our people. They take advantage of it. So I believe that if we have peace here, anybody that we meet the person with violence, we meet him in the gutter. But then we need to do what we need to do as a responsible government.